Minnesota Vikings linebacker Anthony Barr has been synonymous with the Mike Zimmer regime. He was Zim's number one pick his first season, 2014, number 9 overall, coming out of UCLA. Team captain, 4-time Pro Bowler, came back in free agency at the last second 2019, spurning the Jets, just adding fuel to the dumbest rivalry in sports history. But last year, the wheels fell off. Again, synonymous with the Vikings. Missed all but 2 games last year. Tore his pec week 2 against the Colts, and is about to turn 29 years old and has a base salary of $12.3 million as the Vikings head into a cap crunch this season. None of his money is currently guaranteed as of right now. So something needs to be done with his deal. And our guy Darren Doogie Wolfson over at KSTP Sports recently talked on his podcast about the Anthony Barr situation. Quote, "I feel confident saying this, that I hear that Anthony Barr is anti any sort of restructure. He's got a big number. Could they extend him? Is there a way to do that? Maybe, but I'm told he's not interested in restructure," end quote. Now, we've covered this, where the term restructure gets used as a blanket statement for any reworking of a deal, and it's not always correct. Where restructure, in the classic sense, you take the base salary and you turn to a roster bonus, you lower the base salary, then spread out that cap hit over the remaining years of the deal, and the player's generally okay with that. But I mean, last year, Riley Reef, restructure gets used when talking about an actual pay cut. Where Riley Reef last year, when it was termed as restructure, it wasn't. It was a pay cut with some incentives. Anthony Barr would be all for that classical restructure. In fact, many times players, it's written into their contract that they don't have a say. They get every single penny that they agreed to in the deal. It just changes the timeline of when they get the money and when the cap hits come in, because they get the same money except sooner. So instead of that $12.3 million base, say Anthony Barr, his base salary would be taken down to $1 million for ease of math, and then he gets $11.3 million today, direct deposit, as a roster bonus. He would be okay with that. In fact, he would probably be all for that, given the time value of money, but nah. But he's actually likely against a pay cut, and why wouldn't he be? Now, it could be a straight pay cut, say $12.3 million down to $8, or it could be a Riley Reef style pay cut where, say, it's $12.3 million down to $8, plus he has like $2 million in incentives in playing time, blah blah blah, that he could get back. Now, you can understand why he would be against that, and I think that's what Doogie's talking about in this scenario. And the Vikings do need to make a move, since $7.1 million of his $12.3 million base becomes fully guaranteed on March 19th, the third day of the new league year. So they have a little over 3 weeks to do something about it. The Vikings would save $7.7 million by cutting him, more if they designate him as a post-June 1st cut, and then his signing bonus hits would be prorated over the remaining 3 years of what would have been his deal. Now, Doogie has mentioned extension. No. I think that's ludicrous. He's going to be 29 this year. He's under contract for 3 more years. You want to tack on a year or 2 to the back end of that deal just to alleviate cap space this year, and then what? If he plays it out, you have a 35-year-old off-ball linebacker. You got Anthony Barr out there trying to cover tight ends. No. Or you have dead cap in the next 3, 4, 5 years. No. Not interested in that. Plus, I think that it's weird how Vikings fans freak out about Danielle Hunter. He missed last year. How do we know he's going to be good? Where Danielle was the 18th highest paid edge rusher last year, plays like the best, and wants to be paid as such. Where Anthony Barr is the highest paid off-ball linebacker in the league and plays like the 18th best. And then nothing. Oh, yeah, Anthony Barr. Yeah, about him. But I digress there. But if Anthony Barr, if this is the opening salvo where him or his agency or whoever talking to the media, leaking things out that they're going to play hardball, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, because it's going to be a very easy decision for the Vikings. And okay, I would be okay with him back. I think that he is underrated, especially in the run game. You saw how the run game just fell off a cliff with him last year. Eric Wilson, not a one-for-one replacement for Anthony Barr at that strong side linebacker spot, but if he won't budge off of his stupid number to help the team in a very tough situation, which, by the way, may inspire his guy Danielle Hunter to be like, okay, I'll get an extension, but I'll take a little bit less. Or maybe it will finally just inspire Scrooge McDuck, Kirk Cousins, to be like, oh, I see the light. I will take a pay cut. But Probably not. But if he's not going to budge, he's going to be finding a new team at a much lower number, by the way. So he's got to think about this. Does he want to stay here in Minnesota, stay with his guys, Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, potentially Eric Wilson, Daniil the Real Deal Hunter, or does he want to go start somewhere else and start over at 29 at lower money than he would have gotten on a pay cut anyway? It's up to him. But your thoughts, Anthony Barr and his contract, potentially restructure. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.